With the Braum here, you would have understood something like Rakan to give them backline access, right? But they're not going to be going that way. They're just going to go for Lucian Braum. I feel like if you were going Braum, why not just have taken it earlier, right? It's not like Braum is picked for support counterpick reasons. They just go Lucian Braum after all. And I don't feel like KT leveraged the value of red side last pick at all.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly did not, and it's pretty uncommon to see in the LCK. It's even play-by-plays can come in and do their own version of the pick ban analysis and say, oh, they're probably going to save that last pick for the counter pick. But KT, not interesting stuff. Just about ready to hop into game number one. Corki, also another pick that we have seen find success in other regions, but in Korea is 1-6 so far. So Tempt trying to raise those stats tonight.
But remind me about the week 10 stat, Valdez. It's 1-0, baby.
Oh,
it's
boy.
Undefeated in all of week 10 in the LCK.
Look at you being a play-by-play. You're doing it so well.
I'm learning it from Riot Stats. That can be the matchup graphic, baby.
Looks real good, right? Undefeated
in week 10.
And yeah, Hanwha Life are 6th and KT are 9th. So we all know what that means. But we're going to jump into game.
I've already mentioned that I would prefer to call it Corki. Now, we have the Korean advertisement for the skin line between games, and I'm not saying that for sellout reasons. I'm saying that for something more important, as Hanwha Life actually late invade and score. Sadly, we'll have to. Actually, no,
it's going to be a 2-on-2 here as Kingin is Akali at level 1. They're just going to turn onto her and not quite get the kill yet. They don't want to blow any flashes or anything like that, but Smite comes down. Score trying to stay alive here, but he goes down after the flash too. As that 2v2 did not go to plan for KT, but Hanwha off to a great start.
Hanwha Life, this Hunter is actually a really, it actually fits the word. Well, it's going to go in on King in here, but what I mean is, it actually is very iconic of what the rune does, or the choice does, because it allows you to relentlessly pursue people and be everywhere, which is exactly what we're seeing from Jarvan this game. In fact, he's back on the red bus one, but here's KT.
3-on-3, but the smite comes in as Score is going to get the knockup, but it's aftershock Galio, but Lissandra able to get it first, but low on mana. They're trying to turn onto King in here, and the big one is going to shut him down. The 3-man catalyst here from the side of Hanwha, and there it is. Key able to get the follow-up, and Tempt is just trying to auto everybody down. Is going to get the red buff. Should be able to get another kill here on a Snowflower. There it is. Will be the double kill. And 3 kills in total, actually, going to Tempt.
While KT started off the play being in position, they're still behind Valdez. No fish in a barrel for this Corki. He got 2,000 gold from just killing everyone in the Cataclysm. Warrior Enchant comes out on the Jarvan, so it seems like Mugen's not willing to just go tank and be there with 380 carries. This is a huge injector.
Going to be okay in this lane, especially if it's early, but I'm going to hold that thought as we're dunking onto the bottom lane. There's the Cataclysm straight onto Gango's face as Snowflower will be able to get out, but a nice combination to pick up a kill for the bottom side.
That was actually really good synergy there. Mugen held on to his ult for a long time as Sangyu went backline. Very well executed. Remember, it is Warrior Jarvan, not so much Cinderhawk Jarvan recently, and that might hurt them later, but it means they're more able to fight earlier. At this point, when they're the ones leading these plays aggressively, well, Kingen hasn't found a spot. Look for solo kills, and we really like
for them, but they're playing it correctly. Will they play correctly around this Mountain Drake is the next question. Do they have the ability with their own one-item power spikes to actually fight here for the Mountain is the next question.
Rapid Fire Cannon is done on Corki. Kai'Sa teleporting into mid. There's definitely not going to be any free lunches for KT, but they do, like you say, they have invested a lot of time into getting the vision here, and they have good pick CC. They're going to threaten something, but can they actually take the fight if Hanwha Life choose to bring it on?
Corki really fast on the minimap, can already tell he's got that package. Here he comes. Gonna begin to pick him out, and oh, it's gonna be stolen by Mugen as the stopwatch will come in. BDD just gonna survive with the aftershock, but Rek'Sai has to ult to survive, but already 2 have gone down as Sangyu has all the room in the world. And just look at Tempt alongside Sangyu just chomping him down. Triple kill. Gonna go the way of Kai'Sa.
KT can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk, Valdez. They're not strong enough. They can't fight Hanwha Live at these items. And it's past 20 minutes. Hello, Baron. Meet Corky. You won't like him.
Well, they do a lot of damage. The two of them, Tempt and Sangin, they have been able to get their items. Not enough pressure in the bottom lane even, so Sangin.
20-minute Baron scales much heavier. Back-ended to the 40-minute phase. However, the minions, if you're pushing the minion waves enough, are very strong in the early game. And as we know, if the minions are in position, that means Tempt and Sangin reign in the damage. However, showing good respect here. Hanwha Life are not playing like they have a 10,000 gold lead. They're showing respect.
Here we go now, a Snowflower is going to start off that engage, doing a bit of damage here to Soan and Muchin, but the Galio going to zone the ball out, but in goes BDD, is going to be able to pull off his ultimate and score. Does get that damage in the backside, but he's too squishy now. The Cataclysm going to trap everybody else, and it's just going to be the 2-for-1 here for KT, but they will stop that push.
And you understand why Hanwha Life was showing some respect and trepidation. A KT engage draft that is so much reliable engage will punish you the most when the terrain has a defender's advantage, i.e. around an inhibitor turret and an inhibitor. That was just the ability to throw out CC and eventually find a good connection. They get the single kill, 2 kills we should say, but Life Esports, CC, and burst damage there is on the enemy team. This is the prototype of a Phantom Dancer game for an AD carry, but that's the only sign from their play and items that they're snowballing and want to close it out early. They know there's so many carries on Hanwha's side that it's very likely Sangin will swoop in and actually get Hurricane Bolts up.
Really looking for that opportunity to engage and catch them out at the Dragon, but it does not go the way they planned as Flash is going to be blown by Muchin, but that's about all they had to expend to get out of that one.
Double Mountain Drake for the last 2 inhibitor turrets they want to return to, and a inner turret in the bot lane. They're just happy to play 2 lanes for now, Hanwha Life. Flash back up on key.
Look at the damage they do to the turret. They don't even need Baron, just the pushing that comes in, and Tempt and Sangin just getting in there. Snowflower, you gotta be careful, buddy. That's a really fed Corky. As down goes the inhibitor. We're going to take their first one here, Baron, in about 30 seconds. So just going to take that slice of pie and back.
Pushed in from basically every quarter was always going to be very minimal.
Got the nice zoom in there onto the Corky, who did pick up his IE. He might not be Papa's boy, but did eventually pick it up as the 3rd item here, Papa. So
I'm going to be listening to your play-by-play. Oh, hold the point.
Okay, trying to burst him down, but BDD is just all alone here. Gonna get dunked as...
that was a bit out of sync there, Valdez.
Really out of sync. Not sure what that was.
But I want to hear the adjectives you use to describe how much damage 25-minute or 27-minute Corky will be doing, because I think a lot of the more large adjectives or stronger adjectives might actually be vindicated with how damn strong Tempt is right now.
We'll see what I got in the chamber by the time we get there, but... we'll see if KT even put up a really big fight here, as now BDD down for 15 seconds. Should be back for the Nexus turrets, I suppose. But
you know how I would describe
like
that play from BDD? That was solo Q my team's feeding. And I'm going to try and do it myself.
Yeah. He's trying, you know. It's hard when you're down this much gold, and you find an AD carry who seems to be alone. You got to take some risks, right? So,
speaking of,
Cullen comes out as BDD might be doing it again. Is the 2nd time the charm. As, okay. Well, that's going to land. Doesn't look like we're going to go in on that one, as super minions are hitting the Nexus turrets. Okay. As Hanwha Life going to be pushing on in, going 5v4 in a very wonky fight that nobody actually died in. They still do have Baron, though, for 2.5 minutes, so the push does continue. And, well, that's the big one, straight to the face. You also have the Jace, as just from the poke damage, from this far ahead, Hanwha Life going to discourage KT quite a lot.
Oh!
As, what even happened to him? Where did he go? Okay, well, we do have the engage follow-up, as... they are going to get the stun here on the Zoan. Kingen just trying to survive in the backside. But he's got a stopwatch and a dream at this point, as he's going to go down, and Tempt should be at that 1,000 gold bounty at this point, 700, whatever you want to call it. GG is going to go the way of Hanwha Life, who stomped KT in game one.
So1 and Mugen pick up their first